I played the one that was remade on the Xbox 360 version. It's a free, yeah. I don't know what I get, but I dropped that. Sorry about that. I create passwords. Jump. I'll take that.
Was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job. Said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them. Their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullet slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't.
I remember that.
High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. It took me half a year to get a feel for it. Should have taken longer.
I didn't get anything out of the stupid logging into the stinking Square Enix thing. It was pointless. Oh, I did it just in case.
Militant and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claim to be members of Humanity Front.
I'm petting my dog.
Profit
I'm
organization.
gonna pop by. She's right here.
Biotechnology research.
Can't see her,
The thugs broke into Sarif's factory.
but
and
she's
found
here.
Machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it.
She
When I
looks
did,
like a pig
I
baby.
found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The Yogg killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the Yogg's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. It wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett. Even
Fucked
got
him
him
up.
in
I
New
remember
York.
that was that was like one of the more it's like the first boss fight that was actually like difficult in the game, if I remember, or was it like the first boss fight? I forget what it was. That part was interesting.
Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded.
It was
they had a second
I have no
city.
idea.
Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about.
This game was interesting. I remember when I beat it, it was like, holy fuck. You had like different like options of it being it.
Just not for the reason I'd been expecting.
I beat it on the 360, so I don't know if that affects this. Probably doubt it. Whatever you picked in there, I don't know.
Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the
But
man to commit
I don't
suicide.
remember how it happened. I just remember like the one I picked was like I saved a lot of people or whatever. I don't remember. I don't remember how I did it.
Locating Van Bruggen.
This is a very good game though.
With the triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Sarif Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit me alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Seraph had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPOs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao sent a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, that turned their signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit's satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I been talking to disappeared. The mercs were led by an augmented killer that crossed paths with twice before. A woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down, and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's First Lady of News wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated...
Oh my goodness, you're gonna take fucking ever!
Eliza told me
it's gonna be like the slowest start ever. Oh, hello, Pop.
To remove the scientist implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to
What
David
you
Seraph
want?
if I wanted to learn more.
What you want?
By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were
look this green. No.
Seraph was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor turned philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote.
We're gonna chill.
Seraph had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time, catapulted Seraph Industries to the top of the Fortune 500.
I know, I'm playing a new game, babies.
Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent.
Dude, this is taking forever. I think I might just cut this. This is taking way too long. The charger.
Sandoval
I don't know about you.
on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPOs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates.
Oh my goodness. Still going.
Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense...
I can't get up. Naughty, you're on me. Don't yawn at me, girl.
Straight to the triads. Or more specifically, to the augmented arm of MC Hunt, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tom said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door. Meaning, at least one of Seraph's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tom pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. We were sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base near South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there.
Oh, thank goodness. That hurt. I should not have. I should just like skipped it.
I once thought I could save the world.
But it's still going.
Now look at it.
Look at it.
another augmented terror attack.
No.
251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew.
People are dying. Oh no. No.
Details recovered from the live recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Dog.
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are you?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen! Am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good. Because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We've got a sandstorm barreling down our arse and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's not.
What
He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Aran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts that party. Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
Oh, I'm going fuck it. I'm not leaving my shit.
I'm not leaving my 6 exposed. Give me something lethal.
Your call, but Singh's undercover in all this.
So watch your fucking sights.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Copy that, boy.
Put away your heavy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Dubai! No, I gotta go fight soon, okay? We're gonna try to get a go take the controller. Total time's over, right? I know. Only cuddle time too. I know. Yeah. I don't know where as long as these cutscenes are. Once this cutscene's done now, we gotta go. We're spanking the booty. We're smacking it with it. Alright, Naughty.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building.
The controller.
Keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground.
What the?
Miller
I
out.
messed up. Alright, James. And I Call of Duty. Weird.
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck.
What's wrong?
The Jinn have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
Should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember. Red means bad.
Fuck you.
Nigga, hey.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Follow the green hologram.
ياه بدأت تعصب.
Stupid.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
Weird game. I'm not doing that stuff.
console already? Oh, بعيدة من الرمل. Good. There's too much riding on this thing. Last thing we need is the guns breaking down. يلا نبتدي. همشي مكان أحسن من ده. خليني أقرب مكان كويس. I will take you myself. You will be blood.
Game's weird, alright. 1 second. I gotta go. My friend Josh is inviting me. Josh. I'm playing video games, you pig. P. Your P. Not too bad, Josh. Boo, how are you? I'm playing video games, so maybe not. But what's up? I was like, nothing. No, I'm playing Call of Duty. Okay, I'm playing Call of Duty. By live stream, I'm playing Call of Duty.